superheroes, revealing the source of true power and seeking to change the world, one kid at a time.
Hey, sis.
Hey.
What you need?
Well, I borrowed something. Well, actually, I took it without asking, but I was bringing it back.
Oh, wow, my iPod. Hey, it's cool. I'm just glad you brought it back.
Billy...
Oh, that's weird. The battery must have died. I'll just plug it in here. What's going on? What?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Well, I wasn't paying attention and I dropped it in the pool and it was really an accident. You can have my allowance for a whole year. Just please don't hurt me.
You broke my iPod? What were you thinking? You dropped it in the pool?
I didn't really...
She broke my iPod. Oh, I'm gonna get her. Yeah.
Seems like you're having a tough time with this one, little guy.
Right, big guy. If I was as big as you, she would have never taken this in the first place.
As big as me, huh? Why? Would that scare her? Are you scared of me?
No, it's just, you're big and you look like, you're big and people think you can...
Beat 'em up? Yeah, but do I? No. I'm this big because I choose not to hurt people, even if they do deserve it.
You mean you've never just wanted to get back at somebody?
Plenty of times. But what makes me strong, what gives me my strength is the ability to forgive. To forgive is to be strong.
Yeah, well, forgiveness doesn't fix my iPod. Maybe I should have made her give me her allowance.
See, all this scheming, this seeking revenge stuff, it makes you weak. It keeps you from moving forward. Keeps you from growing.
Whatever.
Huh. You just don't get it, do you? Well, take a look at this. You think there's no power in real forgiveness? Think again, little man. Gateway. Engage word. Pull up Brothers Reunited and load that bad boy up.
Processing. Word. Loading. Brothers Reunited. Engage.
God's story. Jacob and Esau. So part of God's story is about twin brothers, and it begins like this. Once, there were twins named Jacob and Esau, and they didn't get along. They actually started fighting before they were born. Then during birth, Esau came out first, but Jacob was holding on to his heel. That's not normal, and they even look different. The Bible says Esau's body was covered in so much red hair, it was almost like he had clothes on. Jacob's skin was smooth. Well, they got even more different as they grew up. Esau hunted animals and spent time outside. Their dad, Isaac, was a big meat eater, so Esau was his favorite. Jacob, on the other hand, was a quiet guy who liked to stay indoors. Their mom, Rebecca, liked Jacob the best. The Bible doesn't talk much about Jacob and Esau as kids, but we do know Esau was lucky to be the oldest because he had what's called a birthright. That meant Esau would be in charge of their family, including all their money, land, and stuff. Jacob would probably have to work for his brother Esau, and their dad Isaac would give Esau a blessing, which means Isaac would ask God to take care of his oldest son Esau in an extra special way. Well, you probably think Esau was pretty excited about this, but he wasn't. In fact, one day he gave it up. He'd just returned from a hunting trip. Since he was out killing animals all day, he didn't have time to eat. He came home starving. Jacob was making stew, so Esau said, "Quick, give me some of that stew. I'm very hungry." Now, Jacob was a little sneaky, so he didn't just share the stew with his hungry brother, which would have been nice. Instead, he said, "First, sell me your birthright." And guess what? Esau said yes. It's a little like paying $1 million for a bowl of mushy soup. We don't know why Esau did that, but the Bible says he didn't care about the birthright. But later, when Isaac was really old and about to die, he wanted to ask God to take special care of his firstborn Esau. So he told Esau to go hunting and make him some tasty food, maybe for the last time. Now, Esau wanted the birthright, so he left right away to hunt. Meanwhile, Rebekah had heard Isaac and Esau talking, and remember, Jacob was her favorite. She wanted him to get the blessing, so she did something really sneaky. She told Jacob, "I will prepare tasty food for your father. You take it to your father to eat. Then he'll give you his blessing before he dies." See, Isaac was blind. She was telling Jacob to pretend he was Esau. But there was a slight problem with her plan. First off, Esau was hairy. So if Isaac touched Jacob's smooth skin, he would know the truth. The Bible says Esau had a certain smell too, which might be a polite way of saying he stunk. I mean, imagine how smelly a guy would be if he was always sweating and getting dead animal blood stuck on his clothes and matted in his hairy skin. And this was before deodorant. So even though Isaac was blind, he might smell Jacob or touch his smooth arm and know the truth. Well, Rebekah was sneaky like Jacob. She told Jacob to put sheepskin on his arms and wear some of Esau's smelly clothes. Now Isaac would never know. And even though Isaac wondered why the voice sounded like Jacob, guess what? The trick worked. Jacob got the blessing. Now Esau would have to work for him. As you might imagine, Esau was furious. In fact, Rebekah had to help Jacob run away so Esau wouldn't kill him. What's really crazy about this story is Jacob messed up big time, but he really did get God's blessing. Esau even forgave him later. We don't know why God let this happen, but the truth is we all mess up sometimes, and God still wants us to be part of his story. And that's the story of Jacob and Esau. So, in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Jacob and Esau were twins. They were different. Jacob tricked Esau. Esau sold his birthright for stew. Later, Esau wanted his blessing. Rebekah helped Jacob trick his dad Isaac. Jacob got Esau's blessing. Esau was furious. Jacob ran away, but God still blessed him. And that's a part of God's story.
It is Esau.
What will happen to us, Jacob?
He would certainly ask for revenge. 20 years have passed. I have sinned against my father and against him. I've stolen him.
Are you going to fight against him?
Can't you see him? He's with at least 400 armed men. Besides, I don't want to do it. I've bowed to the earth 7 times to ask your forgiveness while coming toward you, my brother.
You have also sent me your livestock, Jacob.
Now it's yours to ask you for your forgiveness for the offense I've caused you, brother.
Jacob, I don't need it. What's yours is yours.
Accept my gift, I beg you. It is the sign I'm waiting from you, the sign of your forgiveness, brother.
So, little man, you're awful quiet. You still think about getting back at your sister?
Go ahead and send me back.
Let's hope he got it.
Here, take this marker.
Stacy, what are you doing?
I want you to ruin my brand new purse. It's the only way it'll be fair.
Stacy, I'm not destroying your purse. Besides, that wouldn't even be fair. You didn't mean to destroy my iPod, did you?
No, but now you're mad at me and it was all my fault.
No. Stacy, it was my fault. I should have never yelled at you in the first place. I know you didn't mean to break it.
Well, I took it without asking.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have ever taken it without asking, but I have a feeling you won't do that again, will you?
No, I promise. Do you still want to hurt me?
No. I mean, I'm sad that I don't have an iPod, but it's just stuff, you know? If I ever need one, I can go get another.
Do you still want to ruin my purse?
As fun as that sounds, I think I'll leave the accessorizing to you.
Okay.
You wanna go listen to this new CD I got?
Sure.
Way to go, kid! That was quite the show of force. What made you change your mind?
I don't know. I guess I just realized I was making too big a deal about it. I took his advice and moved on.
Looks like you found out how to become a bigger man, little man. So, who's next?
Next? There's more? What do I have to do? Be tested by all you guys?
That's exactly what has to happen.
Oh, great. Well, at least this one won't be too hard.
What makes you say that?
Well, you know, you're just a girl. What can you do that I can't?
Just a girl, huh? Well, let's hope this next test doesn't make you scream like one.
Wait, what does that mean?
Have a nice trip.